Good morning, everybody. We are looking at some possibility of some severe weather here today. So I kind of wanted to hop on here, go live this morning, and just talk about what that risk looks like here for today and moving into tomorrow, where we could see a more enhanced risk of severe weather. Right now, both days here, we have a slight level 2 risk in certain areas. Other areas are under the marginal risk of severe weather. So we're going to break that down here and kind of go through that as we move through the live stream here this morning. So right now, what I want to do is just start with the severe weather risk for today. So what does that look like here for us today? We will take the radar off here right now. Looking at radar, nothing going on around the area right now throughout the state. There's a couple pop-up showers that look like they want to form out here near Columbia, out west of Columbia in the western portions of the state. But today we're going to focus on this large yellow area here throughout much of the state of South Carolina here, the eastern portions of our state. So what are we looking at here as far as severe weather? Well, we are under a slight level 2 risk here for areas like Myrtle Beach south to Georgetown, Awandale, Charleston, out to Columbia, up to about Sumter. Florence is not included in that. Neither is Conway or Carolina Forest. So we don't have a lot to worry about right there as far as the areas in Conway, Florence. Not saying we couldn't see a severe thunderstorm or a stronger storm there today, but chances are more likely in areas south of Conway and Myrtle Beach south. So right along the coast here, could see a pop-up storm that can turn severe here this afternoon, and we'll kind of talk about that here right now as we look at models. So what does the models look like for today? We are, I'm going to take this back one run because we're loading a new run right now. And so what we can expect today here is storms to fire off roughly around 2 to 3 p.m. Some of them could be strong to severe here this afternoon, and eventually as we get out to 4, more of that isolated storms capable of producing damaging winds, hail, and even a brief spin-up tornado. Can't rule that out. Chances are low, but not zero on the tornado risk here. As we move into about 5 p.m., showers and storms still around the area, and eventually getting out to 8, 9 p.m., we do have some heavier rain. Looks like the HRRR model wants to show a line of heavier rain working in, and these can also produce damaging winds, hail, and that tornado threat as we move into the evening hours. By 10, 11, 12, pretty much everything's out of here. Still wanting to show a couple storms out there near Orangeburg and throughout the overnight hours. And so for today, our severe threat here looks to be anywhere from about 3 to about 8 to 9 p.m. here for the severe threat here. I think after that, generally, that severe threat's going to kind of fall off after dark here this evening. So a little bit of unsettled weather here today. We do have some bright sunshine out right now, which is going to help fuel the environment and destabilize the environment a little bit for these storms to develop here today. Now, as we look into towards tomorrow, and we can go over the severe risk for tomorrow as of right now, we are looking here at the slight risk of severe weather portions like Conway West, a little bit towards Aner, and then everything east to the coast under that marginal risk of severe weather. I do anticipate we probably could see an upgrade on certain portions of this to maybe a level 3 for tomorrow, and this slight risk may push a little bit further east towards the coast. Not certain on that, but I think we're going to see some transitions here and some changes being made to this forecast for tomorrow as the day progresses here today. And that is all due to a cold front that will be pushing in from the west and eventually through our area tomorrow. So out ahead of that, we will see those showers and thunderstorms, and this particular setup will probably be, let's go out to tomorrow. Out here around 2, 3 o'clock, you see that line of storms start working its way in through, and that is our cold front starting to work through the area. Eventually by 4 p.m., Columbia, area will be seeing some of those. And with them, again, damaging winds, hail, heavy rain, and that chance of that risk of a tornado. I think any kind of risk of tornadoes is primarily going to be north and west of our area, but we can't rule that out as these storms start moving towards the coast. Now, we are waiting on the more recent model run here to come out this afternoon and into the evening tonight. We'll have a little bit better idea what this looks like, but here out anywhere from 5 to about 9 p.m. is our risk of severe weather for tomorrow. So we're going to keep a close eye on tomorrow's forecast, but mainly we want to focus on today as we work through the afternoon hours here today. So, like I said, anywhere from 3 to about 9, 10 p.m. tonight. Showers and storms will be in the area here, especially along the coast and portions inland out to Florence. So we can expect those damaging winds, the risk of damaging winds, hail, and a brief spin up tornado is all a possibility. I think damaging winds and hail would be our primary threats here for today and as well as tomorrow, but we're going to keep a close eye on things. The second storms pop up on radar, we will be either live with our radar stream or we will be out chasing some cells as they pop up here this afternoon. But either way, we will have posts out there. Any warnings that are released for storms, we will be live and we will also be posting them to our social media. So if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, I highly recommend you head over there, hit the subscribe button, make sure you tap the bell button to receive alerts as the day progresses. So that way, when we do go live, you will get an alert to your mobile device saying that we're live. And if we're live, there's usually a reason for that. And typically, that's because a warning has been issued and things are starting to develop and increase in strength. So definitely want to stay aware here today as well as tomorrow. But that's all I really have for you right now. As the day progresses here and things start to develop, we will be back live with you guys to keep you aware of what's going on and probably be out chasing here today and tomorrow, depending on the time frame of the storm.